Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, where every single Monday morning I post a video going through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price. And we do got to give thanks to our video sponsor today, and that is Platinum Protectors. I really try to get sponsors that will actually benefit you guys, and Platinum Protectors is absolutely perfect. I know so many people love to get cases for their ETBs, booster boxes, Japanese booster boxes, and these guys have cases for everything. Action figures, comic books, diecast, Funko Pops, movie box, trading cards, and video games. But they got the nice, thicker magnetic cases that are a little more expensive, but they even got the nice cheaper ones, which are absolutely great for shipping products, or if you just have a ton of boxes you got to get in cases. And you can even get it in bulk too. You can get a 20 pack for $42.98. And then on top of that, I scored us 15% off your entire order. You just got to use the code PokeBeard. So definitely check them out. The link is in the description. All right, let's get started. We got 151. Nothing really moved a ton since last week. The Zapdos EX collection is still slowly climbing. Last sold 35, 35, 35. And this says on the graph it was 32. So definitely climbing. Next, we got Celebrations. Not really anything moving for Celebrations at all, especially since last week. It's about the same. Then jump into Crown Zenith. Nothing really moving for these guys. Remember the little triple pack blister. You can still get that on the Pokemon Center. I know some people are trying to jack the prices up on this, but definitely not worth it yet. It's still very cheap. Yeah, market price is $25 with 8 listings from $35.90. So don't fall for that. That's about it for Crown Zenith. Next, we're checking Evolving Skies. Booster box is about the same, $650 to $700. We're going to check the sleeve booster packs. Slowly climbing, but leveling out. So about 20 of them at $17. That is a pretty good deal because it was $23.74 before that and $23. And then what else do we got? Not a ton moving for Evolving Skies. I did notice the Build and Battle Stadium is slowly climbing. We got a sale at $199. And then before that, it was a week or two, was at $182. So almost $200 for that. And the regular Build and Battle box is also climbing still. Last sold $86, $85, and then someone got one at $99. Super crazy. I mean, it was $75 before that. Let's check these other sales here. Someone got 2 at $89, $83, $79, $89, $89, $76, $71. So it was for sure in the 70s, probably early July. But that's about it for Evolving Skies. Next, we got Fusion Strike. We normally don't check this one as an entire set, but with so many things selling out on the Pokemon Center, we got to check this because we do have another thing that sold out for Fusion Strike. The booster box is about the same. We're going to check the Pokemon Center ETB here. Slowly climbing. Last sold 69, 69, 69. Not too bad. And then the 3-pack blister sold out, I think, last week. Also going up in price, the one with the Espeon. It was $22 in June. Last sold, someone got 4 at $29.98, $29.98, $29.98. So definitely going up in price. And then the sleeved booster pack just sold out on the Pokemon Center website. We're going to take a little peek at that right after this. But this thing is also slowly climbing. Someone got 5 of them at $650. And before that, 3 at $540 and 1 at $599. All right, next, Pokemon Center booster boxes. Silver Tempest is still in stock. Just always keeping an eye on that. That is the last Sword and Shield set left. Next, we got Pokemon Center ETBs. We still got Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance. And that's about it for Sword and Shield sets. All right, we are checking the Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center ETB because it's still in stock right here, $59.99. And this thing is going up in price. When you look at it, I mean, the graph hasn't caught up yet, but it says $77.56 and last sold $84.75, $84.95, and $68.99. So I know a lot of people cannot order from the Pokemon Center website, but still, that's pretty expensive for this set. I would definitely not be paying that. Next, we are checking the Pokemon Center website again. Fusion Strike sold out of sleeve boosters. All we really got left is Astral Radiance for Sword and Shield. Yeah, that's all we got left. And the price of these is $3.99 a pack. And as you see, the Fusion Strike is already $5-6 on the secondary market. All right, next, hop on a TCG player. The only 2 booster boxes that are moving up is Lost Origin and Brilliant Stars. Last sold 229, 209, 209, 229, 209, 215, 215. So definitely getting back up there. Good to see for Lost Origin. And Brilliant Stars. Climbing back up slowly. Last sold 183, 170 before that. Then we got a 204 with a picture. 134 loose packs. 183, 183, 183. But the 204 with the picture is pretty solid for Brilliant Stars, to be honest. All right, next, Scarlet and Violet sets. Obsidian Flames booster box is going up in price right now pretty quickly, actually, for some reason. Was $100 unopened June 20th. Last sold 117, 117, 117. Are they sold out on the Pokemon Center website? Take a little peek here. Obsidian Flames is still in stock, but I mean at 160, so that don't really make a difference at all for us. But yeah, definitely going up in price. And then Paldea Evolved just has a lot more sales, you know, in the higher 130s, close to that 140 mark. So just slowly climbing. We did have a few sales at 139 a few days ago, but I'm thinking it will get to probably 150 here soon. Pretty wild. All right, next, speaking of Paldea Evolved, the booster bundle kind of going up in price. Was $27. Last sold $35.99, $35.99, $38.69 with some pretty recent sales. Next, the Charizard UPC is moving again. Was at 133. I mean, it did get up to 165 rather quickly, down to 133. Now I feel like it's going to do the real, you know, slow rise, which is natural. Last sold 147, 150. So we got two of them, and 139. 150 again, 145, 144, 144, 144. So definitely getting back up there. And the Arceus V-Star UPC is also coming back up. Got down to 140. Someone got two of them at $165. And then someone got two at 149. So, and another one at 145. Super cool looking box. I just wish we would have got better Arceus cards for the metal cards. That's really my only complaint. I like how small this one is. Next, the Reshiram and Charizard GX Premium Collection. Slowly coming up in price. Was $80 in the middle of July. Last sold $84.95, $84.66, and $80, and that was the July price. So not a ton of sales, but a few of them, you know, about a week ago. Next, the Pikachu and Zekrom GX box has a nice slow climb. You know, was $60. Last sold $75, $75, and $69.98. Awesome promos. I mean, we're getting tag teams. I buy this box, especially, I mean, to me, it's the same as the Charizard one. I buy this box anytime I see it in person, you know, when it's in really, really good condition. But remember, boxes like this are hard to keep in good condition. Like you see this little lightning bolt right here? That'll get bent so easily. I just bent one. Not on one of these boxes, but on a different box. I literally just did it. So it still happens to me. So that's what really sucks about getting stuff like this. That's why it is a little safer to get booster boxes and ETBs and then, you know, put them in a case right away. But all right, next we got the Blastoise VMAX Battle Box. The Venusaur isn't really climbing yet. There is a Venusaur version of this. Super cool boxes. I mean, the Blastoise promo, I want to say is like $15. Because, you know, I feel like Blastoise and Venusaur do not get a lot of love, especially in Sword and Shield. Blastoise got really screwed in Sword and Shield. But let's see here. It was $47.94. Someone did get one at $49.16, but we do have a sale at $59.99 and $57.48 before that. So I'm sure you can still find this thing for pretty cheap. And I know it hasn't gone up a lot, but the reason I'm putting it on here too is because it was a lot more expensive. It was a $65 box. So to see it climbing up again is good. All right, next, getting to some singles. We are checking Shrouded Fable, just taking a quick peek. We got the Cassiopeia here. Still coming down in price a little bit. Last sold 86, 88, 77, 79, 84, 83, 80, 85. I really love that Sylveon is in this card. I think it saves this card completely, but I could still see this card getting around 50, 60 bucks. Stupid TCG player. Next, we got the Pheasantipity, the most expensive Pokemon. That sold 71, 65, and 69. And then we got the Earthen Vessel, market price $54.99. The Okidogi, market price $35.30. The Persian, I think, is coming down a few bucks. Last sold $27.30, $29.30. So, yeah. And of course, the categories on lightly played. Take a little peek at that. Yeah, still coming down. And we got a few more illustration rares that are doing decent. Houndoom is holding strong. Like I said before, I just wish it had a little more color, but it's definitely going up in price. 25, 22, 24, 24, 24, 20. And we went and looked all the way back, and it was like a $6, $7 card on release. So some people made some decent money there. And in my opinion, the regular illustration rares of the Loyal 3 are way better than the actual special illustration rares. Like this Monkey Dory is absolutely gorgeous. Last sold 17, 15, 15. Beautiful card. I think this might be one of the best arts in the entire set. I really, really think that. It is so beautiful. And that Q-Fant I'm obsessed with. But even the Okie Dokie, I mean, look at this card right here. I mean, that background is just sick. Just make this a special illustration rare. I don't know what they're thinking. 866, 823, and 830. All right, enough with that set. Next, the Charizard EX from 151 is coming up in price. Last sold 118, 118. Someone got one at 139. 122, 139, 122, 121, 132, 133. Definitely going up quick. I do have a feeling this card should come down, especially once we get the big 151 reprint. But you never know. But I really do think it'll come down, especially once we get those new sets coming out. I think 151 will take a little bit of a hit for singles. All right, next, the Blastoise is also coming up. Last sold 43, 58.99. That's a pretty crazy price for him. Lately played 41, 40, 44, 50, 59, 59, 40, 59. I mean, I've been saying it for a while. I'm shocked that 151 never really got super hyped up like these other random Scarlet and Violet sets. All right, next, we got the Ninetales illustration rare from Obsidian Flames, just slowly climbing. I mean, was a $6 card. Last sold $12.49, $9.76, $10.80, $9.76, $9.99, $12.70, $12.97, $12.95. So I'm sure you can still find this card for a decent deal. Next, we got the Raichu from Paldea Evolved, making another little climb. It was pretty much level at 40. And now last sold, we got 32 lightly played, 30 lightly played, 31 lightly played, near mint 43, near mint 43, a near mint at $59.99. Another one at $55, $59, two at $63.95, another one at $63.95. So this card is definitely moving up in price right now. Super crazy. Not my favorite illustration rare. It's cute. The little lightning around him when he's sleeping saves this card for me. I love those little details like that. All right, next, we got the Heracross from Paldea Evolved, one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. Love this art. Was a $7 card. Last sold $14.50, $14.45, and $14.58. So beautiful. Then we got the Gengar and Mimikyu GX alternate art. I looked at every single Sword and Shield alternate art. None of them are coming up in price. Not one. Now, some of the graded are starting to move, but they fluctuate so much. Especially, you know, some people will pay more for a cleaner PSA 10 version than a, you know, not as clean PSA 10 version. So, but yeah, alternate arts are struggling. A ton of the tag teams are not coming down though. They're either level or slowly rising. But the Gengar last sold $339 for a lightly played and $393 before that for near mint, which was a while ago. But such a cool card. All right, next we got the Greninja EX from Twilight Masquerade, still coming up in price. Last sold $290, $333, $289, $333, $333, $300, $283, $284, $280, $277. Yeah, I'm still not worried. I do have a feeling this card will still come down in price. We have so many awesome sets coming out. I just think a lot of people gave into the FOMO, you know, they gave into the hype and are now obsessed with this card just because it's so expensive and tough to pull. All right, we got a few left here. We got the Charizard VMAX from Champion's Path, just slowly coming up. I mean, it was 160 not too long ago. Last sold 160, 165, 170, 175, 170. We got a 208, a 199, 197, 195. So it looks like you can still find this card for a good deal. And I mean, this was all in the last few days. Like that 208 sale was on the 8th with the 170 sale on the 9th. So pretty wild. All right, last two, Pokedata.io. The Greninja EX for Japanese is coming up in price. So, I mean, if you guys want the Greninja card, now might be the time. The PSA 10 is leveling out around 150, but PSA 9 is coming up now 103, and the raw is about 80 bucks. Last sold 80 for raw, 80, 150 in a 10, 150 for a 10, 122 for a 10. So you can still find this card for a decent deal, I'm sure. But yeah, definitely moving up in price for this Greninja, which makes sense. And the Magikarp is also slowly coming up, especially for raw. You know, almost 30 bucks for raw. Was $21 for raw. And PSA 9 was 43 and now 49. And the PSA 10 is actually down just a couple bucks. Last sold 50 for raw, 60 for a 10, 60 for 10. Which, I mean, if you're buying a raw for 50 bucks, why not just buy a 10 for 60? I get it, maybe if you're doing it for a binder, but still, I don't know too many people that are doing full complete sets for Japanese. But it looks like a $45 PSA 10 right here. That's the cheapest. But yeah, just slowly moving. Just keeping an eye on this Magikarp. You know, it's such a special card for English. I know a ton of people still want this card. So yeah, that was today's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and please leave a like and comment. Just know if you do leave a comment, I comment back to every single person. Might take me a few days, but I will get to you. It's the least I can do. And if you could do me a massive favor and hop over to my Instagram and please give me a follow there, I would really, really appreciate that. Just know I post something there every single day, whether it's from my personal collection or Pokemon news like sets or cards being revealed. And then too, if you want to support even more, you can now join my membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great morning. And if you want to watch my last Sunday video where I go through the top 40 Pokemon cards to invest in under $40, click this link. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.